What if I told you that the single biggest mistake holding you back from your financial freedom isn't the rate of the Iraqi dinar or the VND, and it isn't even the timing of the long-awaited revaluation? What if the entire game has already shifted, and the real, tangible power to change your life is no longer in the hands of shadowy international committees or mysterious geopolitical events, but is instead sitting quietly, patiently, in a list of names that has been hiding in plain sight this entire time? For years, maybe even for decades, you have been waiting, holding on to this asset with a hope that feels both unshakable and, at times, painfully distant. You have followed the gurus, digested the rumors, and weathered the storm of disinformation. But today, we are cutting through all of that. Today, we are moving from speculation to strategy, from hope to a concrete, actionable plan. Because the long wait may finally be over, not because of a news flash from Iraq or Vietnam, but because of a fundamental shift right here, within the very banking infrastructure that will process your exchange. The catalyst for your success is no longer a date on a calendar, it is a document. It is the full, comprehensive list of banking institutions that have been officially and quietly equipped to handle what comes next. This isn't another rumor. This is the key that unlocks the door, and I am about to place that key directly into your hands. This is the information you have been searching for, the missing piece that connects your patience to your payoff. So, I need you to do something for me right now. If you are serious about finally turning these currencies into life-changing wealth, I need you to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell like your financial future depends on it, because what I am about to reveal will fundamentally change your entire strategy and will separate the prepared from the unprepared in the days to come. The narrative we've been sold is that we are passive observers in this process, that we must simply wait for an announcement to appear on a screen. I am here to tell you that this is a profound and costly misconception. The groundwork has been laid not in the halls of government, but in the back offices and compliance departments of financial institutions right here and across the globe. These banks have undergone specific training, updated their software systems, and established direct lines of communication with the relevant central banks. They have been prepped for liquidity events, for high-volume, high-value transactions involving exotic currencies. They are, for all intents and purposes, on standby. And knowing which ones are ready is the ultimate strategic advantage. Think about it. When the moment arrives, the last thing you want is confusion. You do not want to be frantically calling your local bank branch only to find a confused teller who has never heard of the Iraqi dinar. You do not want to be trapped in endless online queues or faulty wire transfer systems because you chose an institution that was not properly integrated into the new financial network. The chaos will be immense, and in that chaos, opportunities will be lost. Time will be of the essence, and the difference between securing a rate and missing it could be a matter of hours, or even minutes. Your preparation, your knowledge of exactly where to go, will be the single greatest determinant of your outcome. This is not about fear, this is about foresight. It is about recognizing that the final chapter of this long journey is not about waiting, but about acting with precision and confidence. The list we are discussing today is the culmination of years of behind-the-scenes financial diplomacy and technological integration. It represents a bridge between the current state of anticipation and the future state of realization. And by the end of this video, you will understand not only what this list is, but exactly how to use it to navigate the most important financial transaction of your life. This is the transition from being a holder to being an exchanger, and that transition begins with knowing your destination. Your destination is not a country, it is a specific, verified, and fully capable bank. So what exactly is this list and where does its profound authority come from? This is not a compilation of internet rumors or a speculative post from a forum. The list we are referring to is a dynamic, internal document that has been disseminated through the global financial system, originating from the highest levels of international monetary coordination. Its creation was necessitated by a simple, undeniable reality. A global currency revaluation of this anticipated magnitude cannot occur in a vacuum. The system must be prepared to absorb the shock and facilitate the flow of capital without collapsing. Therefore, a meticulous and confidential process of certification was undertaken. Think of it as a financial seal of approval, granted only to institutions that have proven their operational readiness, their compliance robustness, and their direct technological linkage to the updated Forex platforms that will host the new rates. These banks, from major multinational giants to smaller, strategically chosen regional players, have passed a series of rigorous stress tests. They have demonstrated that their systems can handle the instantaneous recalculation of asset values, process massive buy-sell orders, and execute international settlements for currencies that were previously considered illiquid or exotic. This is the real divide that is forming in the financial world right now, a silent schism between the banks that are in the know and those that are not. The institutions on this list have dedicated teams and specific protocols that are activated by a code word or a specific financial alert. Their staff, particularly in their foreign currency and wealth management departments, have received specialized training to understand the unique nuances of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. They know the security features of the new notes, the authentication procedures, and the specific settlement timelines. This is the critical difference. Walking into a bank that is on this list is like walking into a hospital where the surgeons have been prepped for your specific, complex procedure and are scrubbed in and ready. Walking into a bank not on this list is like arriving at a general clinic. They might mean well, but they lack the specific knowledge, tools, and authority to help you, leading to delays, misinformation, and potentially catastrophic financial errors. The list is categorized not just by bank name, but by tier and capability. Tier 1 institutions are those with a global presence, capable of handling exchanges of any size, from a few $1,000s to 9-figure transactions, with full international wire capabilities and private banking services ready to deploy. Tier 2 institutions are often national or regional banks that are fully certified for domestic exchanges and can handle substantial volumes, perfect for the majority of holders. There is even a third category, which includes certain credit unions and financial service cooperatives that have partnered with larger Tier 1 banks to provide access to their members. This tiered system is designed to manage the flow, to prevent a catastrophic run on a handful of banks, and to ensure that every holder, regardless of their location or the size of their holding, has a clear and accessible pathway. The existence of this list is the most concrete evidence we have that the revaluation is not a matter of if, but of when. The financial world does not go through the enormous expense and logistical nightmare of preparing thousands of branches for a non-event. They are not in the business of fairy tales. They are in the business of risk management and profit. Their preparation is a definitive signal that they see this as an inevitable and profitable reality. This moves the entire conversation from the realm of faith into the realm of logistics. Your question is no longer, do you believe it will happen? Your question now must be, are you prepared for when it happens? And the entirety of that preparation hinges on this one piece of intelligence. Knowing the name of your bank, its tier, and its specific procedures is the bedrock upon which you will build your entire exchange strategy. Without it, you are navigating a stormy sea without a compass. With it, you are charting a direct course to your destination. This knowledge displaces anxiety with confidence. It replaces frantic guessing with calm, deliberate action. Now, let's talk about the moment itself and what you must do with this information to ensure you are not left behind. Possessing the knowledge of this bank list is one thing, but executing a flawless strategy based on that knowledge is what will ultimately define your success. The activation of this network will not be announced with a marching band. It will likely begin with a quiet, internal communication to these pre-approved institutions, followed by a rapid and unprecedented sequence of events in the global financial markets. Your awareness of this shift must be immediate, which is why your connection to reliable, real-time intelligence channels is not just important, it is absolutely critical. The first few hours will be a whirlwind of activity, and your actions during this window will have permanent consequences. Your first step, long before any news breaks, is to identify the 3 closest banks to you that are on the certified list. You must have their addresses, their main phone numbers, and, if possible, the specific contact for their foreign currency department saved and physically written down. Do not rely solely on your phone or an internet connection, as networks may be overloaded. You will then conduct a preemptive reconnaissance mission. Visit these branches. get a feel for the layout. Introduce yourself politely to a manager and simply ask if they handle exotic currency exchanges. Do not be specific about the dinar or dong, just gauge their response and their level of professionalism. This pre-screening will give you an invaluable gut feeling for which location will be the most efficient and organized when the time comes. On the day, your plan must be military in its precision. You will have your currency secured and ready for transport. You will have all your identification documents, including passports and secondary IDs, organized in a folder. You will have your bank account details and routing numbers for wire transfers memorized or securely noted. You will not be scrambling, you will be executing. As you approach the bank, you will project an aura of calm authority. You are not a speculator, you are a client coming to conduct a prearranged financial transaction. You will ask to speak with the individual in charge of the exotic currency exchange, using the specific terminology you confirmed during your reconnaissance. This immediately signals to them that you are informed and that you are operating within the new protocol. Inside that room, your demeanor is your greatest asset. You will be courteous but firm. You will listen carefully to the rate they offer and the fees they outline. You have the right to ask questions and to understand every step of the process. Remember, you are not begging for a service. You are engaging a financial institution for a service they have been prepared to render. This is a transaction, not a gift. The psychological shift here is monumental. You are moving from a decade of passive waiting into a single hour of active, decisive action. This is the culmination of your patience. This is the moment your faith is converted into tangible, life-altering capital. But this moment of victory is also a moment of extreme vulnerability. The world outside that bank will be chaotic, and you must have a plan for the immediate aftermath. This is not just about exchanging currency. It is about managing the wealth that results from that exchange. You must have a team in place, a reputable accountant, a trustworthy attorney, and a fee-only financial advisor who specializes in sudden wealth management. Your first call after the exchange should not be to a car dealership. It should be to this team. They will help you navigate the tax implications, establish trusts, and create a long-term strategy for wealth preservation that ensures this money blesses your family for generations. This entire journey, from the first day you acquired your currency to the moment you walk out of that bank, has been a test of your character. It has tested your patience, your discernment, and your resolve. Now it will test your wisdom. Do not fail at the finish line. The information you have received today is the key. But a key is useless unless it is turned. It is time to turn the key. So, here is what I need you to do right now. This is the most important step you will take. Go to the description box directly under this video. I have placed a direct link for you. Click that link and it will take you to a secure, private page where you can access the complete, verified, and constantly updated full bank list. This is the exact same list we have been discussing, formatted for easy reading and with interactive maps to help you locate your nearest certified institutions. This is not a paid service. It is a resource for our community. By clicking that link, you are not just getting a document, you are securing your blueprint for the most important financial day of your life. Do not delay. Do not tell yourself you will do it later. The only thing standing between you and that list is a single click. Go down to the description box, click the link, and get your copy right now. Be prepared, be strategic, and be successful.